Let's practice forgiveness together. I'm seeing in the comments of these videos that people are doing the work, and what you're wanting is inspiration, maybe a bit of guidance and space holding to do the work and actually tackle these forgiveness problems. I'm all about creating practical tools. Chatting about things is nice, but if we're not doing the work on the everyday things that are arising, all the suffering, all the different forms of suffering, then we're not getting anywhere, are we? We want to experience what the Course is talking about and put it into practice. We want to create miracles in our own lives. We want to apply the teachings to the gross, uncomfortable, icky feelings that arise on a daily basis, to dissolve them. The key to forgiveness is remembering who you really are and where you really are. So that's where we'll start. You are at home in God right now, but it's like you're in a coma, and in your coma you're having a dream where you're a separate ego in a world based on fear. It feels very real because your big creative mind is an epic force to be reckoned with. But it's not real. You're in a coma. You're safe back in the arms of blissful oneness, unconditional love, God, Source, sparkly, peaceful, creative, radiant, loving, beautiful light. You can relax. In your mind is the voice for love. Yes, there's also an annoying voice of fear, but as you start to wake up to the fact that you've got a choice of which voice you can listen to and believe, then as you choose the voice for love more and more, you'll be guided back to full awakening. The coma will lift and you'll see where you really are. Back home with everyone you love, with every spark of joy that was ever symbolised in your coma-y dream world. It's all there, but without the pain, without the suffering, without the separation. And the cool thing is, you can use every form of suffering in your coma dream life to get home, and get home quicker. And you do this by forgiving what comes up every day, in every moment. You don't need to know it all, you just see what's coming up right now and forgive it. And just repeat, repeat, repeat. You forgive the little conflict of which shirt to wear in the morning. And you forgive the monumental mountains of suffering, whether that be physical or mental. Let's use these signposts to get home. You stub your toe, opportunity. You can't decide what's for dinner, opportunity. Your heart is broken, opportunity. You sink into depression, opportunity. Your body is in pain, opportunity. Suffering is opportunity to return home. So, let's practice. What's coming up for you today? I'm going to pause for 30 seconds whilst you tune in and see what's coming up for you today, whether it's big or small, doesn't matter. There's no order of difficulty in miracles. Let's find some fuel for forgiveness and awakening. Great. Now close your eyes to shut out the ego's world of distraction so you can focus within. Connect with spirit. I made a detailed video about how to connect with spirit, which I'll link in the caption below if you need a little bit of guidance around that. But basically it's the voice for love, the spark of God that we hear in our mind. Now hold today's grievance just lightly in your mind and apply the following thoughts to it. I will say suffering, but you can say the actual form of suffering, like pain, heartbreak, or something more specific, like the rage I feel after that argument. I forgive this suffering. I forgive myself for dreaming this suffering. This suffering is symbolic for the unconscious guilt I feel for thinking I separated from my source. But I didn't separate, and this pain didn't actually happen because I'm not really here. I'm in a coma, a dream. I'm safe in the arms of love, and I can let this go. All that's really there, in place of this illusory suffering, is love, it's spirit, it's oneness. It's right here, just behind the ego's veil. Now bathe in the knowledge of where you really are. You're home, you're in bliss. You're with God. You are one with love. You're in ecstatic eternity. Beautiful. Do you feel a sense of relief? Even if you just feel 1% relief, that's great, you've made progress. If you want more relief, simply go through the thought process again. Sometimes I only feel a small amount of relief, so I just do a bunch of forgivenesses until I feel more relief. Occasionally I feel full relief instantly. The suffering for me often pops up again later, and that just gives me another opportunity to practice forgiveness, get more relief, and return to love quicker. It's simply a matter of training your mind to see the world as it really is. A symbol of guilt over thinking you separated from your source. But you didn't, sweet pea. Don't make it real. Dedicate yourself to training your mind. The more you dedicate yourself to changing your mind about the world, the quicker you'll be free. Capiche? Capiche. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some good forgiveness out of it. I hope you're a little bit freer, you've chipped away at the ego. And I hope that you re-watch this video if you need that bit of guidance. I'll write in the caption below how many minutes through the video the forgiveness process starts. So if you want to redo it, you can just skip through the video to that time and do the forgiveness process on something that you're feeling, if you need that guidance. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I just really appreciate you being here, and I hope that this video has really helped you with the forgiveness process. I felt like I was quite lucky when I was learning the forgiveness process, because I basically had a teacher in my back pocket. I had someone that had really gone there before me and understood, completely, thoroughly understood the forgiveness process. So he just repeated it to me about 100 times, or even more than that. Like, I would think, you know, a question would come up, or like a form of suffering would come up in my life, like, yeah, but can you use it on this? Yeah, but how would you use it on this? And he would just repeat the process to me, repeat, until I got it. It's the same process for everything, because you're just using forms of suffering, any form of suffering, to change your mind about the world, to see that it's not really there, it's not really happening, and yes, it's magical. It's miraculous. Have a great day. See you in the next one.